Right, today we're going to be interviewing a fan who's over there in America. It needs to be done just by with sound today because unfortunately the video link isn't working. I think because I got a new mic and it's knocked out the video. So, are you there, mate? Yeah, I'm here. Great to speak to you. Now, you've been named as the greatest Gary Numan fan in the world, but we'll talk about that later. First of all, let's go back to how it all started for you, because I think it was about 1986 you set up the South American Gary Numan fan club. How did that come about? Oh no, we got that wrong. It was the North American Gary Numan fan club, and it was in 1988. Your research's a bit out of sync there, mate. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, so started out. I just felt Gary wasn't getting enough coverage in America, so I just thought I'd do something about it, and, it kicked off from there, really. Great, so how did it feel then when Gary said to you you were the greatest Gary Numan fan in the world? Oh, it was swell. I was actually over in Australia at the time for a gig, and he just finished playing Brisbane, and he came up to me afterwards, and he was surprised to see me there, and he just said, you're the greatest Gary Numan fan in the world, and I was absolutely overjoyed when he said that. I couldn't believe it. I'll bet, yeah, you must have been delighted. Oh, yeah, sure was, and, I think that, but I think Gemma was pretty pissed off about that, but we'll speak about more of her later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. Right, so, yeah, you've been to Britain, haven't you? For a few times. Yeah, I've been several times in the United Kingdom to see Gary Numan, and yeah, it was great. Really good times. Went to London, Manchester. Where else did I go? I went to Cardiff. I think that's in Wales, they call it. And yeah, a few other places. But I loved it. It's really nice people there. Any fans you remember particular? Yeah, I remember one fella, I think it was called Ashley, X, unusual surname, don't know if it related to Malcolm or not, but yeah, he got on really well. It shows you the power of the internet, because I remember when I got back after that trip, Ashley had a beard, and not many guys had beards at that time, and I put the photo of me and him up on the internet, and the next time I came back to Britain, lo and behold, everybody had a beard, and it was crazy, and I think that's the power of the internet. I don't think that's a coincidence. It's just, I was just amazed to see that, and all because I put that photo of me and Ashley up online. Wow, okay, I've got a beard, but it's not because of Ashley. Anyway, didn't I remember reading about this film you were making? What happened to that? Because about 2 years ago it was meant to come out. What happened to it? Oh, well, that's still in progress. I think the reason for the delay was because we had to reshoot the scenes we did with the actress playing Gemma, because the actress looked too pretty, so we had to get someone in who looked more facially like her, and so we reshoot that, and that hopefully should be out in, October, I'd say, the fall, so that'll be pretty good for me. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so, what I heard about was, well, you fell out with Gemma. How did that? What happened there? What happened there? Well, that was because I was at one gig, and she banned me from the gig, and it was all because before the Savage album was coming out, a magazine asked me, because I was pretty close to Gary and Gemma at that time. They said, what's the new album going to be called? And I just said it's called A Man at a Time. And Gary, he wasn't too happy, but he found it funny. But Gemma was totally angry with me, and she said, "There's no way you should have done that." And she went off in a strop, and I was banned from the concerts. So didn't you once go to a concert after that, undercover or dressed up or something? I read. Yeah, I did. That's right. I went to one gig, and she came up to me in the queue, and I thought, oh no, she's recognized me, and I just said, I know who you are, and I said, what do you mean? And I said, I've just got here. I said, I'm on holiday. I'm here for the weekend, and I bought a ticket. I said, I'm from the west side of Chicago here on vacation, and I just bought a ticket because I saw Gary Newman was in town. I thought I'd come along and see the gig, and she just walked away after that. So, that was interesting. Have you found out with any other members of the Gary Newman band or family or what? Well, Aid's not speaking to me. Aid Fenton, yeah. Yeah, Ed Fenton. Aid's not speaking to me because Aid Fenton, it was after one of the gigs, and I went up to him, and I thought I'd have a bit of a laugh, had a couple of beers in me, and I went and I shook his hand, and then I just stared at him, and he was kind of freaked out by this, because I'm just standing there staring at him, and he said, well, what the fuck are you staring at, man? And I just said, oh, it was your hand. He said, what's wrong with my hand? I said, well, I was expecting just to see the one finger. Brilliant, that's brilliant. That is brilliant, what a great story. I've still got Gary Newman's cell phone number, and, I sent him an SMS on Christmas Day, but he didn't respond. Right, okay. So, let me ask you some questions then, because I don't know any of your fans, it's kind of different for me. But what I'd like to ask you is then, what's your favourite image? Oh, my favourite image has got to be the Berserker. I mean, I think that's just a stunning image, Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't really think much of the white suit and red dicky bow, to be honest with you. No, you're thinking of the Fury. Berserker's the blue hair and the... Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm always getting those two mixed up. Right, okay. Oh, by the way, if you ever come to UK or Australia again, my wife's a travel agent, so just give me a bell and I'll see you and get you a discount. Oh, sure, that'd be swell. Okay, do you have any other amusing stories then of when you've been to gigs or whatever? Yeah, there was one time when I was on one of the UK tours, and Dave Brooks pulled out of the gig. I think he had to go and do a gig with a Spanish guy. Was it Ballesteros, Iglesias, something like that? And so they replaced him with a guy called Hickman, John Hickman or something like that. And I didn't know, obviously. And the hotel I was staying in looked right across the theatre, the venue where Gary was playing that night. And so I thought, I'll wait till the coach pulls up and I'll go and speak to them, before it. And maybe go for food with them or something. And I saw this scraggly guy coming off the coach, and I thought, oh my God, I didn't know it was him. And I rushed out because I was a big fan, and I said, can you sign this? And he's like, what do you want me to sign it for? I've not even been on stage. How do you know who I am? And I said, oh, I thought it was Julian Clary, the comedian, the one, and it was. And turned out to be this keyboard player, John Hickman. So that was quite embarrassing. But I think, Richard Beasley, he thought this was hilarious, That's brilliant, what a great story. What are you missing your concerts then? You obviously, with lockdown, was over there as well. What do you must be missing them? Oh, I sure am. I think there's a lot more to this COVID thing than meets the eye. Oh, what? You're not one of these conspiracy theories, are you? No, not at all. You know what? I tell you what one of my friends said to me. He said that he thinks Gary Newman was behind the whole COVID thing. He created it just so he couldn't tour, so I couldn't go to see him. Brilliant. Oh, you what a laugh. That's brilliant. What a great story. Oh, fantastic. Do you hope to go and see any concerts this year? Well, I'm not going to go to any concerts myself until things are back up normal, but what about you? Oh, well, yeah, hopefully, I heard Gary's doing one gig, some tour of craft work in Scotland. Oh, yeah, read about that, yeah, I don't think that'll go ahead, though. Yeah, well, I heard if he does, Gary Newman's going to wear a kilt at that gig. A kilt? No, can't mention Gary Newman in a kilt. Yeah, you know why he's wearing a kilt? Well, no idea why. Because Gemma wears the trousers. Oh, brilliant, what a story. Oh, great. Right, what else have I got to say to you? I'm just looking at my notes here. What's your favourite B-side? Oh, that has to be a Photograph. I think that's a swell track, nice, beautiful instrumental. Really good. Yeah, right. Yeah, I like that one too. Yeah, really good. I don't worry with that live again, though, eh? No, it's all that stuff. I mean, what do you think of the intruder stuff and the recent stuff? I don't like it. I mean, I think to me it all sounds pretty similar. Yeah, I mean, I've not really been listening to the stuff for the last 7 or 8 years, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't like it either. I mean, it's like, I think that fella Fannin is, it just sounds like the same, I mean, like, I am ruined, and all that stuff, and sounds like in a dark place, and all that, I don't know one track from the other, Yeah, I think I'm the same. I think, we're not alone in that. We're not alone in that. And I will be speaking to a few more people who agree with that. And I'm not just talking about fans, okay? So, yeah, look out for that one. Well, it's been really nice speaking to you. And I'm delighted that you could come on here and speak to me today. Unfortunately, we don't have the video link. But maybe I'll interview you again when your film comes out. And, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Thanks for joining me today. You're welcome.